Cool album covers. Episode 40. A celebration of bad props. I'm Rich Batchelor.
I'm Mark Major.
I like that even when I was in junior high, my relatively under-informed friends were, watching a video of the Scorpions at the time and going, they still use Gibson Explorers? Well, that's part of what makes this album so stupid-looking, their choice of guitar. Oh, and everything else about it.
I think it's the fact that they put a bunch of, dirt and leaves on a guitar stand so you wouldn't tell it was a guitar stand, and then as they're putting dirt and leaves on the guitar, someone said, no, I'm gonna play this later, not so much dirt and leaves on it.
You've ruined my Gibson Explorer.
This next one, Slave. This is very sort of, what's the term? Van Halen 5150?
It is that, and yet somehow manages to be more, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Wonderful. No, gay.
That's what happens when people believe the myth of Atlas.
Yeah, objectivists everywhere, this is what you look like to the rest of us.
Uh-huh. In front of Glad trash bags.
No, just imagine how many trash bags they had to line that warehouse with before that oiled man wearing a banana hammock was forced to hold up the gleam in his pearl. Have you ever heard Slave? Do you know what Slave was like?
No, it must have been unbearable.
Yeah, like the weight of that pearl.
Oh yeah, let's do this one.
Oh yeah.
Melanie.
My prop is the city of Manhattan.
This is, I don't know. It's just wrong for many reasons.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
For one, it's not that actually hard to go to a city and find a patch of grass.
There's a rather largish one there, and it's called Central Park. Is she sitting in front of a billboard of Manhattan? I don't know. What the hell, dude?
I think the dog's real. Let's move on to Jethro Tull. Songs from The Wood.
They stranded me out here for a week with only this wood.
The Wood, of course, is, on
fire.
Is on fire, so, I mean, what a great song.
Damn right it's singing. Yeah, it's like, it's... as all of the moisture boils out of it, basically, and the sap is arising.
But is this what you think of when you listen to Jethro Tull? You think of, some old, woodsman, pheasant hunter just strolling through the woods of northern England?
Well, I don't think of an old one. I think of a young, deluded hipster version thereof, kind of just listen to my mystical, whimsical thoughts on the subject of, I don't know. What do they normally sing about? Getting old, actually.
They sing about scuba gear and
good point.
And young girls who like scuba gear wearers.
Young girl, get out of my scuba.
Let's conclude with this fantastic prop.
Yep.
They could use a few more feet under that anvil for sure if they're gonna go with a full broadsword. But
on the day that Rick Wakeman managed to get his broadsword all the way through that anvil and an extra 5 inches into the floor, I
think it'd be more like 5 feet into the floor.
Maybe more like 5 feet.
These swords are supposed to be taller than a man. Takes 2 hands to wield these things, and they're basically for crushing cars.
Yeah, he chopped off his own cape that day, but he sealed it all with his own signet ring.
Yeah, that's right. I love the seal on it.
Yeah, it's the royal official seal of Rick Wakeman.
Uh-huh.
Back in the middle 70s when his rule was absolute.
Cape-driven. And that concludes
this episode of Cool Album Covers.
And save Britain in the hour of its deadliest danger. About the year 1200, the monks of Glastonbury discovered the bones of Arthur, buried near to those of Guinevere.